TV8 Sports now present a live coverage of the 1986 Bendigo Cup. Your hosts, Phil Gibbs and Alan Besley.
Good afternoon to Bendigo Cup Day 1986. Good afternoon to Philip Gibbs.
Good afternoon, Alan. I'm having a great smile here. I'm listening to some ladies right next door to us. I enjoyed the last race.
You've been coming up to Bendigo Cup Day for a long time now. This is one of the better crowds and perhaps one of the better days.
Yeah, I think I've been coming up here a bit over 20 years altogether. And it's a great crowd we have here today. Just to have a look at them, looking across the public lawn and then across the members' lawn, and the weather is absolutely beautiful. It's warm, but there's a nice cool breeze blowing with it.
The bookmakers down there doing plenty of trade too, with the big cup coming up at 3:10, the Mercedes-Benz Bendigo Cup. And Phil, we've seen some great racing here earlier this afternoon, and I'm sure that this year's Cup, although it's a smaller field than what we're used to, we're going to see a tremendous race.
Yes, we've got the one scratching in it. I was just down talking with Alan Cleary about the betting, and there's no doubt the Gold Deck is the favourite, a little bit above even money. Then Rheingard, each way odds. A little above each way is Admiral Boy. And then the next in the market is the one of Jeff Murphy's Sidley, and that's about each way odds.
Phil, you've been into the committee luncheon. A lot of dignitaries in there at lunch today.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Jock Granter, of course, who's the president of the club, introduced the Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Trevor Huggett, with your own mayor up here, Michael Curry. Jeff Kennett is also up there. We had a commander of the fleet here, who's up here with the band and the Navy, and Jim Carroll, who's the general manager of the TAB, is here, together with Ian Bales, the vice chairman of the VRC.
Well, interesting, Philip, you mentioned the Navy are in town. In fact, they had a parade through Bendigo streets this morning, the Navy band and, of course, HMAS Bendigo. Their crew are here with Freedom of the City for a couple of days, which is great.
And I think they're playing here today, aren't they?
My word, we'll be hearing from them during the afternoon. Let's go to the replay block of the earlier races, which have been run and won here on Bendigo Cup Day.
Zephyr Gale about a neck to Happy View, travelling all right. A half to Festive Star, 3 wide Sapphire Coast, Sure and Free, No Robbery. A length Maggie Lucinda, 2 to Travel High, not travelling at all well, and 2 lengths Sam's Image. Into the straight at the 400, Happy View about a half in front of Zephyr Gale. 1 to Festive Star at the 300, Sure and Free as this leader's kicked away. Further back, No Robbery and Maggie Lucinda down the outside. Happy View under the whip at the 200. Festive Stars moved up to Millie Tackle at a length to No Robbery and Maggie Lucinda. Happy View about a neck in front. Festive Stars drawing level with 50 to go, and Sure and Free coming at them with Maggie Lucinda. Festive Star takes the lead and wins. I reckon Maggie Lucinda second, and it's tight third between No Robbery and Sure and Free.
And the winner of the first here at Bendigo, the top weight Festive Star, Dee Burton, paid $2.50 a win and $85 a place. Second, number 4, Maggie Lucinda, returned 80 cents. And third, number 6, which is Sure and Free, paid $1.05. The Quinella on race 1 was $4.45 and the trifecta $41.40. Now to race 2, the Strathfield Say Progressive First Division. Here's Bruce McAvaney.
McCavity's even wider, a length and a half. Lady Matthias, Wonder Mighty Falcon Transmatter. Length further back on the field around them is Morning Minstrel, and going forward Restless in front of it from Lightning Jack and Elsie Who. On the turn at the 400, Running Repairs led, Centrefire going all right. A length Lady Matthias and then Bold Selection, McCavity Restless down the outside. In the straight, Centrefire looks like taking the lead from Running Repairs. Mighty Falcon's under the whip trying to get out Lady Matthias, and Transmitter out wide. Centrefire gets his head in the air, and Mighty Falcon's drawn level with 100 to go. Coming with a late run, Morning Minstrel, Mighty Falcon in front. Morning Minstrel's flying, will get up, I reckon. Morning Minstrel's got up to win from Mighty Falcon and Restless. Then Centrefire, Bold Selection, Transmitter.
And in race 2, number 2, Morning Minstrel, ridden by Darren Gouchy, paid $3.20 for the win and $1.30 the place. Second horse, number 9, Mighty Falcon, paid $75. And third, number 10, Restless, paying 90 cents. Quinella race 2, $10.55. And the trifecta, $82.45. And now here's Bruce McAvaney with his call of race 3 at Bendigo.
And it's Sydney Parade about a neck in front on the outside, Northern Day, 3 deep calibration, 4 deep speedy opaque. Looking to get out Speciality behind those Yamitas and Zimmer in Le Diplomat in the straight. Sydney Parade tackled by Northern Day. Speciality trying to get into the clear. Calibration moved up quickly. Le Diplomat in behind them. Calibration's taken the lead. Now Speciality's hooked out from behind it with Northern Day. But Calibration's in front. Northern Day kicking back, and Speciality's starting to fly now. Still gets up. Gouchy a double. Speciality takes the lead and wins. Close for second, Calibration second, probably Zimmer third, the Diplomat getting up between them.
And totes on race 3 at Bendigo. The winner, number 12, Specialty, ridden by Darren Gauci, well backed, paid 75 cents a win and 60 a place. Second, number 3, Calibration, paid $2.20. Third placing to number 10, Zimmer, returning $1.05. The Quinella, $9.15, and the Trifecta, $49.70. And now to race 4 here at Bendigo this afternoon, the Golden City Frozen Foods Hurdle. Here's Bruce McAvaney.
Chosen gift. Bergman's boy led it this one. Oh, fell at it. He's fallen. D'Angelo got around him. Butis got around him. The boy, I think, might be all right. Let's hope he is. So the leader's out of it, and D'Angelo's under the whip lead. 2 lengths, Commission Red coming at him. Then Butis further back on the field. Then is Tomatin Purple as they come to the bend. They've got 2 to jump, and D'Angelo's about a length and a half. But Tomatin Purple's moved up quickly from Lairizer. Then Commission Red at the second last. D'Angelo and Tomatin Purple, they go to it. D'Angelo jumped it a lot better. Tomatin Purple wrapped it badly from Lairizer and Commission Red. The top 8 comes to the last. D'Angelo, he's drawn away 3 lengths. He's only got to get over it. He jumps it well from Tomatin Purple and then Commission Red. But D'Angelo, he's a top flight hurdler and wins 2.5 to 3 to Tomatin Purple from Commission Red. Then Lairizer. Further back on the field, Sir Rockford. Chosen gift and Butis, and Bergman's boy came down at the jump at the 6th.
Fully local horse D'Angelo winning the Golden City Frozen Foods Handicap Hurdle here on Bendigo Cup Day, and we'll be back right after this commercial break.
300 metres left to go, and Eldewayne grabs the lead in the cup from LA Bijou. In third place, Miyako King, followed by Warwick Timbaloo, poking up on the fence. Eldewayne in front of the 200 metre mark, getting through on the inside. Sean's Pride, LA Bijou out wide, finishing well with past the baton. 100 metres left to go. Sean's Pride getting up on the inside of LA Bijou. Eldewayne is still there too. Troy trying to get through. Sean's Pride in front. Eldewayne runs it on the outside. Eldewayne is off for last place.
With a good run. Oh, it's gone! The leader's gone! The leader's gone! Bergman's boy, the rider lying on the track. The horse is okay, but the rider's still motionless. They come off the back straight now, and this leaves Tomatin Purple in front. Tomatin Purple will straighten up in front. Very wide on the track, Commission Red finishing on, followed by Lairizer battling away, and then further back came Butis. They come to the last hurdle, and it's D'Angelo in front on the inside. From on the outside, Tomatin Purple under heavy punishment. Then came Commission Red, and further back in the field was Lairizer. They've only got to jump the last. D'Angelo, he gets over it okay. In second placing, Tomatin Purple. Then came Commission Red, but down to the line, D'Angelo scores by 3 lengths. Tomatin Purple second, a length away third. Then came Commission Red. Then the riderless one, followed by further back was Lairizer. Sir Rockford in behind, and then came Chosen Gift, and Butis was one of the last to pull up.
Welcome back to Bendigo Cup Day. Let's have a look at the totes on race 4, the Golden City Frozen Foods Handicap Hurdle. The winner, number 1, D'Angelo, $1.15 a win and 70 cents a place. Number 2, Tomatin Purple, 80 cents. Number 5, Commission Red, $1.10. Quinella on the hurdle was $2.10, and the Trifecta, $24 even.
I should have backed that D'Angelo.
It was a certainty.
Yeah, Mim, Joel told me to back it, you know, and I went down to get the betting on the cup and missed it. Isn't that the story of our lives in racing?
It's a local horse, and good luck to Neville Kennedy. We say good afternoon now to Bruce McAvaney. Bruce, welcome to Bendigo once again for Cup Day.
It's lovely to be here. I know that Phil's enjoying himself. It's a beautiful day. Terrific crowd, and as we've just seen, we've seen some very good racing and a couple of favourites winning, and we're looking forward to a very good cup.
I was coming up here when you were born.
Gee, what was that about? That must have been 20 years ago, Phil. and a few more. I heard you earlier saying 20 years, but you got out on a couple more for me, Phil, but not too many.
No.
Bruce, this is your second Bendigo Cup?
Yes, in fact, Gold Deck won it last year, and we see him in it again today as the favourite, so who knows, he may make it 2 out of 2, but it was a thrilling race last year. I remember it well. So Vague and Gold Deck, they hit the line together, and whilst the field's down in numbers this year, I think we're in for a very good race.
Bruce, you mentioned Gold Deck. We saw him last Wednesday down at Kyneton. I thought he was very impressive. Didn't have enough ground, but he certainly came home hard the last 50 metres.
He ran a really good race, Gold Deck. He got to the line very strongly that day, and I think he's going to be one of the ones to beat. Likes a good, hard, fast track, Phil. Jack McGrill, of course, you know him.
Yeah, well, you've got to remember, though, that Gold Deck is up 5.5 kilos.
From last year,
yes.
Yeah.
Carried 50 kilos last year, 55.5. It's a big weight lift.
It is a big weight lift, but his form probably warrants it. As Alan said, his run was very good at Kyneton. I thought that Ryan Gard and Admiral Boy both had chances. Admiral Boy, yeah, it's a chance to a big tip side today with Jeff Murphy. I just like Admiral Boy a bit, Alan. George Hanlon, we know what a good trainer is. He won the Kyneton Cup with I'm a Red Man. His last start wasn't too bad in Canberra in the Cup, just beaten about 3 lengths, and hasn't had a run since. I thought each way he had a very good chance.
Bruce, although it's a small field, do you think that it will be a fast run race, or do you think there'll be a bit of trouble finding a leader early?
Well, I'm hoping the pace is fast, because if it is a fast run race, it'll suit the stayers, Admiral Boy and Gold Deck. I can't see a lot of speed in the race. I don't think they'll go at a breakneck speed, and it could become a race of tactics. It might develop into a dash home.
Well, you're sounding as though that Gold Deck's a good thing.
Well, Gold Deck, but I reckon Admiral Boy each way is just as good as Gold Deck straight out.
Well, the betting...
You like Silay, don't you?
Well, I like Silay, mainly because Jeff Murphy is a very astute trainer.
I know that.
And if Silay does well today, of course, off to Perth.
Yes, for the Cup.
And I think Jeff would like the trip to Perth.
But, Alan, I'm saying that George Hanlon's a pretty good trainer too. So, Jeff Murphy's, and George Hanlon, there's not much between them, Gibbsy.
Well, have you seen George Hanlon today?
Haven't spotted him yet.
No, well, if he's behind trees, he's got a big chance. If you can't find him.
He'll be in the crowd. All right, Bruce, well, all the best with your call of the big one this afternoon, and we'll talk to you later in the afternoon.
Look forward to it. Bye-bye.
OK, the Mercedes-Benz Bendigo Cup coming up at 3:10. Let's find out about the prices now. Here's Neil McLean talking with Alan Cleary.
Mr. Cleary, as chairman of the Victorian Bookmakers Association, how do the guys like the meetings like today?
Oh, we look forward to working at these carnivals, Neil, Bendigo, Ballarat, Cranbourne, whatever. Enjoy them.
How successful has this spring racing carnival been for you?
Well, it's been a huge success. I think Flemington had 195,000 people over the 4-day carnival, and turnover was just astronomical. Records were broken.
Can we talk quickly about the market for the big cup today?
Yes, the Bendigo Cup here today, the favourite is 1 Gold Deck at 6-4, 2 Renegade at 4-1, 3 Arato at 20-1, 4 Brown Brommer at 12, 5 Admiral Boy at 9-2, 6 Emmela's Pride at 25-1, 7 Wholesome at 10, Scratch 8 Nakundra, 9 Silay at 4-1, and 10 Impen Charge 100-1.
Well, thanks very much. We always like the punters to do well, but I'm sure you like the bookmakers to do well today too.
Look forward to it.
Alan Cleary, Phil, he certainly had a busy time over the Cup Carnival in Melbourne.
Oh, well, Alan is our top bookmaker, or one of our top bookmakers. He's president of the Bookmakers Association, and Alan is one of the fellows who frames the market, of course. He knows what he's talking about.
Well, speaking of markets, let's have a quick look at the TAB information on race number 5, the Cup, on the top weight Gold Deck. Pretty good odds now, $1.55 a win. Number 2, Rhine Guard, showing $2.30. Let's go down then to number 4 in the book, and that is Brown Bomber, showing $6.25, and number 5, Admiral Boy, also well in commission, $3.20. Down to number 7, Wholesome, showing $4.50, and number 9, Silay, apparently has been very well backed on the tote here in Victoria, showing $2.50. So very interesting. Race 5, the Bendigo Cup, coming up at 10 minutes after 3. Let's go across now to Anne Jones down there in the car park.
We've got a glorious day here at Bendigo Racecourse for the Bendigo Cup for 1986, and some lovely ladies around too who've dressed very smartly, and some in a very relaxed style for their enjoyment. I've got Joan Hyatt here from Bendigo. Hi, Joan.
Hello, Anne. How are you?
Are you sporting some gorgeous jewellery from your shop, Ooh La La?
Yes, I am, and hat as well.
Well, you look very smart, Joan. A vision in white, if I may say.
Thank you very much, Anne.
You're going to have a few bets?
Oh, my word. I haven't studied the form yet, but I will shortly.
You're too busy thinking about what you're going to have for lunch, aren't you?
I guess I am.
Have a lovely afternoon, Joan.
Thank you very much.
Karen is all the way from Sydney.
That's right, Anne.
And this is not your first time here, is it?
No, I came down last year to stay with my brother and sister-in-law.
Right. Joan and Grant Hoppy, who run the local cinema. We might get a plug in there. And do you enjoy the outing, Karen?
I do, because it's a continuation of the Melbourne Cup, which I come down for every year. And it's a really good way of catching up with the family and seeing all my friends in Melbourne.
Have a great afternoon. Thanks, Karen.
Right, Anne Jones down there in the car park. Plenty of action around the Bendigo Cup Day 1986. We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Toyd straight up on the outside and went to the front very easily, cruised to the front. Toyd in second place was Saddle Knight. They're followed by Bag Lager Boy. Here's Cromartie Bay from a long way back, starting to fly, and then Magistrella at the 200. Toyd's about 2 lengths in front. Cromartie Bay on the outside, trying hard, and then Magistrella finishing well, followed by Astralin. Toyd's 2.5 lengths in front. He's stopping. Astralin's flying, Toyd in front, and Toyd's going to win the Bendigo Cup by 1.5 lengths.
Welcome back to Bendigo Cup Day 1986. One of the important parts of the day is the fashions on the field. Let's take you across now to Anne Jones.
Well, the fashions on the field for 1986 here at the Bendigo Cup is all over and done with, very hotly contested in all three sections. Lots and lots of entrants. Here's the winner with me to my right, Mrs. Val Broad of the best outfit. Where's your outfit from, Val?
McCalman's.
You look very, very smart. Your prize is from whom?
Thank you. It's from Australia Airlines to somewhere.
Anywhere will be lovely. Our winner of the younger section is Debbie Oswald. Where's your outfit from, Debbie?
Maya.
And what's your prize?
$1,000 at Maya.
Oh, it sounds absolutely wonderful, and she's wearing a lovely outfit from Maya too, and her hat is from Ooh La La in Hargraves Mell. Mary Sinclair is the winner of the open section, looking absolutely beautiful. Where's your outfit from, Mary?
It's from David Jones in Melbourne.
And your jewellery, though, is local, isn't it?
It's from Ooh La La.
And your perfume's from Maya. She told the Maya judge that. And, of course, I'd like to welcome to Bendigo for the first time, I think, Janelle Evans, who was Miss Victoria 1986. Welcome to you, Janelle.
Thank you very much, Anne. It's lovely to be here today.
And how was the judging experience?
Oh, it was very horrendous. It's not my first time judging fashions on the field, but today was particularly difficult.
Well, thanks for coming, and congratulations to all ladies. Now, back to Alan Besley.
Thank you, Anne. Well, let's get on with the business end now with the Bendigo Cup. The barrier in the position. The horses will be in the mounting yard very, very shortly. One of the great chances in this year's Bendigo Cup is number 2, Rhineguard. It ran 8th of 13 at Flemington last start, and his rider this afternoon is the veteran Bobby Skelton. Here he is now talking with Ted Ryan.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, Bobby, first of all, congratulations on your first win since breaking a leg. It must have been a big thrill for you yesterday.
Well, it certainly was. It's a great tonic. I don't know one better.
Now, Bobby, what about Rhineguard this afternoon? You haven't been on his back before, but he's put in some slashing runs of late.
Yes, I haven't had the opportunity to ride the horse or work the horse. I mean, I've looked at his form, I've watched his runs, and you know, he's a hardy horse, and you must respect him in today's race.
That's right. Well, he ran a very good 4th in the Tats Cup, and followed that what I thought an excellent 4th in the Werribee Cup.
Yes, his run in the Werribee Cup was very good because it was a very hard, fast run race. So he's sure to get the distance. He seems to be a very good stayer. It's hard to say just how the race will be run and what pace it'll be run at. There doesn't appear to be a front runner in the race, so you know, there's decisions to be made.
Well, there's Bobby Skelton. They're talking with Ted Ryan, and well, Bobby's been around a long time, 51 now. He's the oldest jockey in the race today, but certainly he'll give Rhineguard a great chance.
Well, I think he's made a remarkable comeback, you know, after that injury, Bob. He's a great personality of the turf, and to run second in the Melbourne Cup, coming home hard, I think it was a great effort.
Well, Bobby seems pretty confident about Rhineguard, and I know Bruce is pretty keen about his chances. He'll certainly run the Quinella.
Yeah, well, as I said earlier, there are another 2 or 3 to be beaten, particularly Gold Deck, but I'm still doubtful about the weight that Gold Deck's carrying this year.
Phil, a lot of Channel 10 people up here today, and your Flemington
everywhere.
trackman Des Spain is out there talking with Ted Ryan.
Bowl selection was. Well, Des, nice to see you at the Bendigo Cup meeting, and what a great day.
It certainly is, and I don't think I've seen Bendigo looking better, Ted. It's in magnificent condition, and I'm sure that the people that are here today are going to have a fine day's racing.
Well, Des, you'd have an early start at Flemington this morning. What do you like in the Cup?
Well, the Cup, Flemington hasn't any representatives, but I thought that Rhineguard, who's trained here at Bendigo, would be a pretty hard horse to beat because he's been racing in better company than this, I think. He's certainly got Gold Deck to beat, but I thought that Rhineguard would be very hard to beat in the Cup.
Have you got a special later on in the day at all, Des?
Well, I have. I've got a couple for the viewers at home. I think if they back Winter in the second last race, Winter is in the Bendigo Motor Company Welter Handicap. That is number 13, and in the last race, if they back number 2, Hall Strong, I think they'll have something to collect at the end of the day.
Thanks, Des, very much.
Good.
Flemington trackman there, Des Spain. What a great shot there. There's our special guest in the city, the Naval Band, part of the big anniversary, and of course HMAS Bendigo crew, given freedom of the city for a couple of days here in Bendigo.
Yes, Alan, they're adding a great deal of colour to this very colourful crowd. that we have here today at Bendigo. I know it was 12,000 last year. I was talking with Bruce. He's in an elevator position, and he said, well, it looks as though it's equal to last year. Now, I might mention that the carnival does continue tomorrow, so for people back in Melbourne, if you'd like a nice fine day out, and I think that's what the forecast is, beautiful drive up this way, coming through Heathcote. It's the greenest I've seen it for many years.
Well, I was talking to Darren Gouchy when he pulled up in the car park. He maybe carried the bags in, and I said, well, I might take him on the way up with all the money. He's already ridden the double, and Darren said he's coming back tomorrow because he thinks there's some great races here tomorrow. And I said, well, you're going to stay on in Bendigo tonight? And he said, no, I've got to ride track work in the morning, but I'll be back here tomorrow afternoon. So
well, he rode a horse of ours a couple of times in the last few weeks, and he had a run of 54 outs before he rode a treble. And I said to him then, you know, when he was riding out of luck, Roy Higgins had 99 outs in one run, you know. And you've always got to watch a jockey, a good jockey who's had a run of outs. When he comes back, by gee, they fire.
Well, he's ridden 2 here this afternoon. He's got a mount in the big one, the Bendigo Cup this afternoon. So keep an eye on Darren Gouchy. We'll be back with Bendigo right after this break.
So Vague's got the run, and he's gone up to join Game Trooper, and also on the fence, Crown Ransom. Ryan Guard with a big run. Noble Comment coming into the clear. Further back of the field, Gold Deck down the outside, and Greatness. So Vague just in front. Gold Deck challenging inside the 200 with Ryan Guard. So Vague, Gold Deck and Ryan Guard. Here's a go. Gold Deck